after Hurricane Michael, my fence was destroyed, and there's a homeowners association here, and they said that I need to pay dues, and I said that'd be fine. I just put up a new fence, cost me $7,600, and I asked them to, see if I could recoup this, and I asked them if they could take the dues out of that. Well, they just shut me off. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to do anything. So, is there anything I can do besides writing letters?
All right, Gary, so let me make sure I understand your question correctly here, that you put up a fence. Was it the homeowners association fence, or was this your private fence that you put up?
Well, half of it's my fence and half of it is actually their, would be a common area. It goes around and has a, mail thing and all that. But actually, when I had the appraisal of the house, they said that half would be the homeowners, so they should be liable for that.
Okay, so legitimate question here. So Gary's put up the homeowners association fence. Sounds like over $3,000 worth of fencing for the homeowners association. Should he be able to get some type of credit for it? Or if he doesn't get credit for it, how can he go against a homeowners association to get his money back?
Yeah, well, and the first part of the question is, do I still need to pay assessments, whatever the HOA assessments are? And the answer is yes, regardless of whether the association needs to reimburse you for part or all of the fence. You just have to. And not paying assessments in the HOA context or the condominium context leads to, as we know, Larry, in our business, we see this all the time, it leads to unintended consequences such as the amounts owed going way up because of attorney's fees and costs and such. And so always be current and keep your assessments, whether HOA or condo, current. I think the answer as far as the fence itself is, the answer is probably in the declarations of covenants for your HOA. It should have the specifics about whose fence it is and whose it isn't. So, that's the short answer.
Well, and the other thing, I've got a quick question for you about Gary before we get off. I know we got others. Can Gary pay his homeowner's dues into court in what's called an interpleader action and try to force the homeowners association to make a decision about the $3,000+ that he spent on their fence?
Well, I wouldn't recommend it. And the reason I wouldn't recommend it is because it's just two separate things. And the law is pretty clear that, owners who don't, they think the association is not taking care of this or not doing that or whatever, doesn't matter. You still have to pay your assessment. So that's the best advice. Pay it, and then if they have to go to court for some kind of declaratory relief over the fence or whatever, that's just a different issue.
Yeah. So Gary, my point, and I think Doug's point is, you need to pay your dues, keep them current, keep a tab on that, and then maybe seek, write the letters back and forth, and then if you can't get satisfaction, you're going to be in county court because it's going to be less than $30,000 now, new jurisdictional amount. Yeah. It's going to be less than $30,000. You'll be in county court, and the county court judge may decide this later on for you, but you do need to keep your dues current.
Right.
Yeah, good advice. Hopefully that helps Doug.